Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of As Far As You Can Tell. I'm Joe, with me is...
Andrea.
Ashley. Rachel.
JP.
And he's trying to make fetch happen.
Brad, of course. Yep.
Stop trying to make fetch happen, Brad.
I'm sworn to carry your burdens, Joe.
And this is, As Far As You Can Tell, an actual play Pathfinder game set in the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. To give you a brief rundown of what happened last time, the party began by talking with their good old friend Zachary Hawken, who was in town outside of their apartment. They brought him in, debriefed him on everything that he had learned. He debriefed them on a lot of stuff that they mostly knew, but a couple of tidbits of information, like the Vantis being his son. You know.
Just,
NBD.
A couple little things like that. After that, I'm pretty sure Raziel, right after that, went into another little dream state to go see Seer again.
I was a little too direct and got made fun of, but
Yeah.
I just asked him directly.
Got some more information there. And then Violet did some investigation into how Ulrich helped Rowan get past the waking nightmare, because that's part of her major personal interests.
Oh, he is.
Ooh.
Well,
Whoa.
And the
Sorry.
party ended the next day waking up, deciding what to do. So I'm going to ask this for Brad. What does the party want to do?
Raziel falls asleep.
God damn it!
So Raziel, you're sitting in a fishing village that you remember as Dragonheart. You're sitting on a bench inside a man by the name of Seer's home. And you're just sitting there. And he's still separating Zodiac. He's like, oh, you came back quick.
Is
Hadra's gone.
Hadra's gone? Hadra gone already?
What?
Hadra gone already?
Who's Hadra?
When was the last time I was here?
5 seconds ago?
What were we talking about?
You asked me something. I don't remember what.
What are you doing there with the crystals?
Separating them by power content.
Why?
It makes categorizing them and utilizing them easier.
So you have how much Zodiac's in front of me right now?
If the table is about as large as the table we're currently playing on, so there's a small pile about the size of the bowl of oranges in the center of the table, and then there's it looks like Andrew's dice kind of set up. So there's small little bits, and he's just like doop 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 doop, and he's got them in 3 separate piles.
Where do you get all this, or this, what did he call it? He called it a name.
Mm-hmm. Sky. Oh
Sure.
my god. Sky tiers.
Where do you get all the, this?
Sky.
So it just falls and you go find it?
Yeah. Usually. I usually have the boys in town go get it.
Does he know what it does yet, does it seem like to me?
Oh god, he has no idea what the hell is in front of him.
He's just
His
trying-
life would be very different if he did.
Yeah.
What do you intend to use it for?
Well, I'm going to put it in a cache, and we're going to set it aside because I won't be alive the next time Curse and Seconding happens. So,
I don't know why.
he's old. He's like 70-something. That just happened a year ago.
But that makes me sad.
I thought he
It was the first one, so
defended
technically
this.
he wouldn't know how long.
Hmm?
I thought he defended it on the first one.
Yeah, he did.
But I thought he used
Yeah.
the crystals.
He did.
They're all here.
But he said he doesn't know what he's doing.
No, he...
That's what I meant. Does he know, I was trying to figure out where.
Oh no, this is after he utilized them the first time.
Okay. So at this point, he's just, separating them.
He's putting them in a cache to be found later for any individuals so that his progeny or whoever is available the next time this occurs, if it ever does happen again, can protect the city.
Has this been used since then? Or did that seem like you get lost, from my knowledge?
You have no idea. You have to ask somebody who...
That's a pretty good question, because if it didn't...
Yeah.
Where do you intend to put them?
Under my house.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Basement.
Okay.
Broken nuggets.
We don't really have anywhere else to put them.
Just in bags?
I have a chest.
Alright. So he intends to put
You should get this.
the Zodiac in bags under his house.
Oh.
Very complicated storage procedure. To be fair, I don't know that we need his Zodiac.
This man should open a bank.
Does he have like devices that he? How did the defense work? I asked him about how the defense worked. What?
Well, yeah, but he pulls out the chest and he slides all the Zodiac off and he takes out 10. He takes out 10.
10
And
bags?
No, he takes out 10 pieces. And he sets them down in like a circle, and then he draws essentially a pentagram. And then that's it. And then he explains that he imbued it with protective magics. Pretty basic ones, from your understanding of magic.
Because I didn't get the idea. That
He talks it up a lot, like it was really, really hard, but it really
But I never got the impression that he was like very powerful.
No.
But is he explaining that like he did it around the city with larger crystals, or like what was? How does he explain it?
He says he'll show you, and he takes you to one of the tips of the pentagram,
Okay.
and he points into a hole. And inside the hole is Zodiac, roughly about the size of a laptop. Just a pile of it, just sitting in the hole.
Bunch of little chunks, or like one?
Yeah, a whole bunch of little ones.
So he just filled the hole.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. And then what exactly did it do? Just minor protection spells, like.
Turn the city invisible to enemies of the city.
Yeah, Dragonheart.
I'm like,
It bought them time, right?
Mm-hmm. Until the defense could be rallied by the White Rose family and the Curse of Fire.
I kind of say out loud, I'll need to find out if this was utilized later. Because that is one thing I do need to figure out.
Okay.
I'm going to need to ask the person with the book if it was utilized after, if it was just something that was talked about in the books. I don't know what else I need to ask him.
Figure out where his house is.
Well, that's going to have to be I don't think I'm going to be able to, like...
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I can get his, like, a general address of where he's at now, but I'm going to have to, like, look at, like... The city has quite expanded since then. I'm going to have to find out, like... I assume... My assumption is that me as Raziel, seeing this small fishing village, would be able to very easily pinpoint the location of his house in the current fishing village.
Yep.
In my timeline, I'm going to have to figure out where the fishing village was in relative to...
Yep.
And then once I figure that out, it's just a matter of...
Yep, digging.
Right. So I don't really... His address or anything like that doesn't help me.
You need a backhoe.
Yeah.
What?
I need a backhoe.
A backhoe. I mean, actually, that would be you. You're the digger.
yeah,
You just need to send
A
a
backhoe.
out into the world. A backhoe.
a back.
I do know,
You
like,
could turn your weapon into a shovel.
I asked him if he could show me the location of where
You
he put
should
all
try
the
it,
things.
and
And a pick.
A holy
What?
shovel.
If he could show me the location of where he put all the things.
Sure. You
That
should.
Shovel Knight.
That fits you
Can I,
so perfectly.
does he have a map of the village?
No. What's a map?
Damn it. I just take the best mental note that Raziel can.
Essentially, the giant circle is... This is the part that you find really ironic. His house is not inside the circle. The circle is situated between the 4 hills of the city that you recognize. You can easily discern them. However, they're way lower right now. His house is sitting on the northwestern hill.
Okay. Why isn't it in the circle?
I can protect my own house.
How do you do that?
Same thing, just smaller.
Show me.
He
Shows me.
takes you to 5 trees that he had planted. Inside the heart of each tree, he has put Zodiac.
I take note of these trees.
That's cute.
Okay. Raziel can't think of what else he needs to gain or discern from Seer right now.
You wake up.
Yep.
The next morning, everybody wakes up.
Morning, sunshine.
Yeah? Oh, okay.
I word vomit.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
I thought your response was literally just blah.
That was good.
Having one of those.
Everyone's
moments.
here.
Well, I would initially vomit at Hove.
As you were explaining this all to Hove, Valor pops into your head and goes, "What are you talking about?"
What?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
Why are you lying to him?
Why am I
It's
lying?
rude.
I don't think I'm lying. What am I lying about?
That's a pretty fanciful story.
Uh-huh.
Do I hear him saying?
No.
Okay, dang. You just get silent in the middle of your
You're like,
explanation. Raziel?
Hold on one second.
Occupied.
Someone's calling.
He just audibly does the busy signal.
Not quite following.
I never had that conversation with Seer.
Well, I definitely did.
You're definitely lying. I mean, are you sure that wasn't just a normal dream and you really like that guy?
This motherfucker needs to make a sense motive check. Jeez.
Sense his motive.
Can I sense his motives? Sure.
I was talking about him sensing your motives.
8.
He's not,
Yeah.
Doesn't appear to be lying.
I am not lying.
He believes you. That's weird.
You guys are breaking magic. Stop.
Your sword goes inert. Stops talking. Anyway, he probably finishes the story.
But what do you mean by inert?
It's not warm anymore?
It's just paled?
It's giving you the cold
still
shoulder.
red. Yeah.
The cold shoulder.
The cold blade.
You feel as if it's looking inward instead of outward.
Interesting.
Deep. He's
So-
broken.
I explained that too.
Oh, no.
That he doesn't remember it. Oh, I don't know that I've explained this yet to anyone. I explained that I'm experiencing his
We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
because like it's his memories. Huh?
You?
Oh.
Andrea! I was like, who is that?
That it's his memories and that he doesn't remember the memories I'm telling you right now.
Interesting.
We should investigate.
We should investigate.
I say there's one way to find out if it was real or not because we're happen to be in Dragonheart.
We could.
Yeah, where does this guy live? Could you find it here?
I could try, right? Like
Sure.
there's like 4
Like
hills
where
and
his
whatnot.
house used to be?
It was what the
Yeah,
northwest.
I have a
hill?
sneaking suspicion of where it might be. Because, you know, the
Reasons.
world can only be so cruel.
Jesus.
What's in the northwestern corner?
Edgar.
The Kurzar stronghold, the seat of the essentially royal family of Dragonheart.
Can we tunnel to it? Stop touching it.
Can we tunnel to it?
Shovel, I'm on.
Does it look like there's a bunch of like some very tall trees?
No.
No trees.
Tiny trees.
Well, that's what Hove proposes that he wants to do today, is go with Raziel to the spot, where the person that he keeps dreaming about is.
Taking a field trip would not be a bad idea.
I'm tired of sitting around doing nothing.
Field trip.
We could also try and
field
find
trip,
some of the places
everybody.
that
Yeah,
we did the circle
everywhere.
before.
He's in reverse.
Field
Oh,
trip,
and then
field
I need to
trip.
ask Violet to look up and see if Dragonheart has used that defense.
We have to get down. Sit up. Stop.
Does that
I've
make
been reading
everything
my book. Is
invisible?
that mentioned in my book?
Never.
Is invisibility in my book? They went
It doesn't it
invisible?
just
The
say
first time, yeah.
the first time,
Invisible, yes. It doesn't say how.
but and it also doesn't say it was used again.
Was it
Correct.
used again?
No.
I imagine it wouldn't be that useful now.
Is it mentioned why it wasn't used again, or is it just
Because it stays on, you know.
What was used the second
it could
time?
be useful?
But everyone knows where it's still here.
Standard.
Well, they're monsters. They're not.
Fighting.
So like, if it's invisible, that'd be a pretty big deal.
Does Seer have like a where he's buried?
We could try and find his
I don't think he could ask him that to figure it out.
Hey, where
He
were you
wa-
buried?
Hey,
What
where
the
do you-
fuck?
Would you die?
That's cryptic as shit.
Didn't you already go to
He's
his
a pretty big. He's a pretty big like hero. Like
He's not in your book at all.
I thought he was in one of my books.
Just what he did.
Just
It's
the action.
actions. They're
Who's
not
Seer?
attributed to
Mhm.
him.
Yeah.
Didn't we already go to his grave thing, and because you were gonna speak with Dead on it,
No.
and you found
Whose
it?
grade did we go to?
Wasn't it Seer? I thought it was Seer. I thought you found Seer. What's his face's?
I don't
There was
think
like
we
a
did.
statue or something to him, and I don't know. Maybe I'm like not thinking right.
I feel like we did go to a grave, but I can't
Yeah, there was
remember
definitely
who.
something we were talking
I
about
thought it was
speaking with
Seer.
Dead on, but I
I
don't
thought it
remember.
Yeah, I
was
remember
because
the speaker
we were
guy
joking
talking
that
about
he'd be like, he can't get away from you even in death.
Like,
It was
oh god
Seer.
damn
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That might be, yeah.
It was Seer.
Did we hypothetically try to find his grave, but then didn't? Just
I think it
might
might
have
have
been
been
emphasized,
in the lack
I don't
of
know.
pizza.
Because
we
like
might
we
have
definitely
thought
joked
about
about
doing
him
it.
not being able to get away from JP even in death and going to.
Yeah, I
his
do
grave.
remember that, and I'm pretty sure we did probably find it.
No, you didn't.
We
We talked
proposed
to-
the idea, but we never actually went out and looked for it.
Can we do that? 2 things today. Go find his house.
I'd say house first,
Yeah.
and then we
I
can
have
try
a
and
feeling
do
we're
it.
not going to be able to get to his house.
I
but
want to know where it is.
We
That's
definitely
the
need to
big
try.
thing.
Oh yeah, there's 2 of the Seer.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It was like a big deal,
We didn't go there though.
but
Where
it's
is it?
new-
It's in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's go to
So that's
the
stop
city.
2.
Yeah. We're going to go try and find the location, or where his house was.
All right. Sticky
You
Dragon
approach
Man.
the gatehouse leading to the Curzon stronghold.
Is there like a
Halt.
tourist? Is tourist visas a thing in I hope.
A man in what appears to be mock dragon armor stops you from walking farther into the gatehouse.
What do you mean by mock dragon armor?
Yes, that's
It's scaled armor and he's got wings on his back.
Is mine cooler?
About the same.
Damn it. I'm
It
an
was
actual
specifically said
Is he
not
human?
changing.
But he's wearing like dragon armor. So he halts us.
Hmm? What do you think you're doing? You know this place is forbidden.
I don't think we would have tried to walk in. We would have walked near the area.
Then in that case, you can't get in any farther. There's a giant wall in the way, and there's only a single gatehouse leading up to the castle.
How would one gain entry?
Don't.
You'd have to have a reason to
Mhm.
speak with the.
You would have to have a formal audience.
How does one request a formal audience?
bureaucratic bullshit.
We should probably talk to our.
Can we try and talk to our dude to try and get a bureaucratic bullshit audience?
Which dude?
Yeah, I was gonna say you should specify.
The dude that has an estate.
We got a lot of dudes.
Phalar!
Succubus dude.
We got a whole meeting room full of
Succubus dude.
various dudes.
Succubus dude. I'm just gonna go to Edgar. Edgar, I need to speak to.
There's the whole group of dudes who don't like Edgar. There's a lot of dudes there.
Oh my god, Spencer, I actually didn't see what you just said.
What did you say?
I need better Twitch.
This word has Edgar's memories. I think that you should just go to Edgar and tell him that you want to be on the side and ask for a ring because Valor can eat it.
Hopefully.
I know, like that's a risk, but I'm down.
Giant gamble.
Yeah. And then Edgar gains the control over the
Valor.
Valor. And we lose.
All right. Yeah, let's go to Phalar and
Ask him.
see what strings he can pull.
You arrive at Phalar's estate.
It's blown up.
You're brought in by Chester. He takes you
Fucking
to
chef.
Phalar's sitting room. And Phalar... Oh, fancy seeing all of you here today.
How are you today?
You know,
Do we take Zach with us?
No.
Zach's not there.
Zach's riding around town. I don't know.
Oh yeah, he's with Horizon. How does Raziel feel about this?
I mean,
It's not like he has a choice.
Yeah, it's not like Raznak. Raznak doesn't need to give me permission to go outside.
He's a big boy. He can-
No, I'm the big boy in this situation.
Oh.
Oh my god. Accurate.
Hi.
Yeah, what do you want?
We need a favor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do I get in return?
More information.
I mean, we've given plenty of information. What happened?
Did you try again?
What did he do?
He tries to go into the bedroom,
Oh.
but the thing shuts, so he just headbutts the door, and then
He's pretending he's not.
My skilled finger removing ability.
my skilled finger.
That's street.
Not telling the entire city if
Remember
I
the
just
thing
said.
again.
Um,
That means he likes you.
You're so
wait,
wet.
where did my thing go?
What did he say?
You're so wet. Want to look up there? See how
Our Rasnat is above some gods.
No, before that.
I'm making wild, mad guesses.
Well, before that.
That leap in logic actually makes sense.
Go back one more.
The sword has
It's
Edgar's memories.
Oh, okay.
The conversation was with Edgar.
I don't think he's that old though.
No.
So what do you want?
An audience with... in there. I point to the key.
Well, that's not happening, but next request?
We need to
Why
go
is
to
it
Bye.
I
What?
need to inspect the grounds. I don't need to speak to them.
Yeah, we just need to get.
Okay, access to the Cursor family is restricted heavily.
Why?
What do you mean, why?
Why?
Like, what is the reason behind that?
Standard protections against the royal family. Usually don't have them just out walking about. Usually try to restrict who can see them on a daily basis. Unless they're of political importance, it's usually denied, or maybe the people involved have done a great service for the city.
Hove just mutters under his breath, stupid human politics.
Do they ever hold events on the grounds?
Yeah,
or
like balls or.
Yeah, of course.
is there anything coming up in the near future?
Yeah, the Lannerai. If
What is
I,
that?
it's in 3 weeks.
Could
If
we,
I slayed a great demon, would I be given?
never mind a private audience, could we get access
To
to
the grounds.
their shindig on the
I
grounds?
can acquire those, yes.
Thank you.
That'll do. Now we gotta go look at the tomb.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
You're in my debt now.
No, not really.
No.
We gave you more information than we needed to.
We also have more information.
Yeah.
I've come to collect on that debt. Well,
Wait,
I'm gonna
you
abolish
have
it
more
right now.
information? Hope doesn't know about this.
Well, the 20 of them didn't make the Vanis.
Hope doesn't know about
connection,
succubus
so
stuff, does he?
Hope does not know about the
Their
second.
debt to me was pretty.
I think the only person is Vale.
That'll do, pig.
I'm
Vale
pretty
is-
amazed that you guys get this much information about this guy. Or
What
from
does
this
Val
guy.
know?
That this guy summoned succubi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
that's
blackmail
right.
him.
But I don't want to do that.
We don't need to do that.
Oh, I know too.
Hope
'cause-
doesn't know.
Yeah.
We
If, yeah, you put the pieces together. Because Vale's like, that's... Or you're like, that's how you summon succubi. And Vale's like, oh.
I just
Oh,
came
you
back
are all
and I was
wet.
like, I just came back and I was like, what does this mean?
And you're like,
And he-
summoning succubi?
And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh.
I wonder why there's a private bedroom. Huh.
I didn't say that out loud though.
Well, that's good. We're gonna get tickets to a party, and we'll go to that party, and then we'll find
Fuck, I'm
your
like
old
literally
friend's
not
house.
hungry.
This is my favorite.
Let's go to your old friend's grave.
How many days off is that?
We're off to visit the grave.
He's
Like
like,
Tell
3
them
weeks.
your sword is the
Couple
dead
weeks?
fae.
Okay. I mean, if we've waited this long, 3 weeks won't.
I'd like to meet the Curzar. Why? My sword's dead
Holly
fae.
said everything's under control back at the keep, so I'm not worried about getting back in a hasty manner.
Yeah.
We can be here as long as we need to.
That's true.
Hove would rather see this job done before we go back.
Job's done.
Job's done. Yep.
There's a certain Vantas he wants to kill.
Right.
So what's the party want to do?
Go to
Yeah,
the
go to the grave.
grave of the Seer?
Yeah, I mean, what else happens in the next couple weeks?
Do you know where it is?
Tomb of the Seer is in the city.
Oh, that's in the city. Okay.
Uh-huh. Where in the city?
Actually found her.
I quadruple nat 20 to Edgar.
Actually found what?
The tomb is in the city tomb. It's called the Tomb of the Seer.
Yep.
It's like a landmark.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we got.
Okay.
Assuming we know where it is.
We go there.
Okay. The tomb.
Really?
I don't give a fuck about any of this.
It
Tries
looks like
opening
junk.
mail on
It's
screen.
junk. It smells like junk. It's probably junk.
Looks like it.
The suck you guy.
The suck you guy? Is that what he called it?
Fucking Spencer.
Oh my god.
Man, he
The
should
suck-
write for a living.
Is it
That
empty?
shit's great.
The suck you guy.
I had some that were stuck.
I believe.
I ate them for breakfast.
Anyway,
Oh wow. Open the other side.
you arrive at the city catacombs, which are below the middle of the city, sort of. They're in the middle south
Skyrim
side
style?
of the city. In general, the city doesn't bury its dead in
Sorry.
graves due to the fact that, well, the city doesn't have space within the walls to bury individuals. You know that it is a city custom not for the not wealthy to not get buried. It's usually a wealthy thing only, or those with political clout. Usually the poor within the city, when they pass through this life, are cremated and are actually scattered over the lake. Anyway, you arrive at the catacombs. A priestess of Ostia and Malene says they bless you as you walk in and let
I
you
didn't
in.
sneeze.
The entrance into the catacombs is not forbidden nor protected by literally anyone.
Okay.
As you walk through the richly appointed hallways, which are lined with multiple square plots, I guess, you eventually find your way to the oldest sections of the catacombs. And you find the Tomb of the Seer, which is in a room on its own. A sarcophagus exists in the center. It's very reminiscent of the catacombs beneath Dragonheart that you had found. Or not Dragonheart, your keep. Below the poop hole.
Good old poop hole.
Those were the good days.
Okay.
Standing on top of the sarcophagi, or on top and behind on a small ledge, is an extremely old, weathered statue that, while JP knows vaguely looks like him, its features have been weathered and worried away with time.
I cast mending on the statue.
Its face fixes. You're going to cast it multiple times to fix the rest of it. But yes, it pretty much accurately...
So that's him.
accurate representation of Seer.
That's him.
Oh, that's him.
Cool.
Aww.
Is there anything like inscribed here? Any words of wisdom?
Magic detection.
To detect magic? Or spellcraft or arcana?
What?
Spellcraft or arcana? Arcana?
Spellcraft.
23.
It's a magical sword on my back.
As you detect magic on the tomb itself, you sense no magic in the surrounding areas.
Aside from the normal magic.
Mm-hmm. The ones that you find on everyone else. There's no protection spells, no non-detection, no endurance spells, nothing of any kind that would prevent the interior from decaying in any way.
What's the room like?
Yeah.
For the most part, it looks as if it had once contained offerings and urns and stuff, but in general, it's pretty. Nobody's been here for a while. Nobody keeps it up. One section of the wall is leaking water.
Any inscriptions? Anything?
It looks like the base of the sarcophagi had once contained text of some kind, but it also has been worn away.
I can't.
Could-
Is anything near there?
Could he mend it?
Do you have it prepared again?
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna keep casting
or
it?
Orison, yeah.
Okay. Eventually, it's just. Do you speak Israel?
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a here lies Seer, the savior of the city of Dragonheart, in its infancy.
Heck yeah, Mendy.
Are
Knowledge history. Good.
Is there anybody else
I have
noteworthy
history.
buried around here?
There's nobody else in the room.
Huh?
Just him.
17 history.
14. Yeah.
Okay. You notice that the wording on the sarcophagi is odd. It looks like he was buried. This is a post-mortem sarcophagi shrine, as it was built in his honor at a later date.
Can I roll engineering or dungeoneering to see how old this place looks?
Sure. Go with dungeoneering.
I think I have that too.
15.
It's definitely younger than 700 years, which is when you've met him. Definitely younger than 700 years. Probably you'd say within the last 400 to 300.
I might have to find out when it was built.
If
If that's the case, I'm wondering.
Hove is gonna go back close to the entrance and ask the priestess.
You don't have to go back to the entrance. You find like 2 hallways away. Hi. Can I help you?
Some questions.
Sure. Anything you wish to know. All knowledge is available to everyone. You notice that the woman that you're speaking to is not a priestess of Malene or Ossia, but a worshiper of Aledra.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What do you know about the tomb of the seer? I point towards the tomb.
It is an old tomb built in honor of the city's first savior who protected the city during the first Curzon's beckoning. It was built post-mortem by the Curzar family a few centuries after his apparent death.
Parent death?
Well, we don't have his body. It's hundreds of years old.
So there's nothing actually in the tomb.
Correct. The sarcophagi is empty. It is a memorial.
Do we know where he's buried?
Is there any other information about him, like where he actually might be buried or anything?
Well, he died before the city had a proper religious service, so his body could be anywhere or nowhere.
Should
Depending.
be like,
Rumors or legends, even.
No, not really. He doesn't have a large following.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Bye now. May you find what you seek. Hove eventually comes back to the room and relays his information to the rest of the party.
I kind of feel bad for this guy. I feel like he should be more famous than he is.
Mm-hmm.
Hove, something sparks in his head. One more question. He tries to catch up with her.
She's in the middle of walking away, but swiftly turns around. Yes.
Who commissioned it to be built?
And, what was his name? Lord Victor Curzar.
The reason I ask is I find it peculiar that the face on the statue seems so detailed,
Oh, well,
as if they perhaps met the man.
that is possible. Who knows?
How long has this been here? Did you figure that out?
300 to 400 years.
Yeah, a few hundred years after his
Okay.
apparent death. It's possible that they met.
Is the Curzar family human?
Always. They've never intermarried. Well, I mean, a painting or a previous statue of him may have been constructed in some place and they just recreated it here. Might not even be his face. Who knows?
That's true. We don't know if it's his actual face.
Yes, we do. That's his face, guys.
His actual face.
That face, though.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going under.
May you find what you seek. She leaves.
I went under.
I come back and I express what I've learned to the party again.
Okay.
It's weird that his face is accurate. If it's been hundreds of years that this has been around, and like it was built a few hundred years after his apparent death.
It's really odd.
It's very odd if the face is accurate.
Yeah.
But
Agreed.
And especially if his body's not here.
right.
Yeah, it's weird that someone went through the
Nothing
trouble
to
of
go
making
off
a
of.
memorial and they knew what he looked like.
I think he's still alive.
It'd be easy for you.
What?
You wouldn't even be middle-aged if you were still alive in him.
Right.
I'm sure he's not an
Well,
Amber
She'd be like 800.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's the
Wait.
least middle age.
It's, yeah.
Alright, she's
He
up
had
there.
Valor.
she can have her midlife crisis now.
She could have her
He
midlife
had
crisis.
Valor.
He had
You Valor
Valor.
somehow.
Valor could have
Did
kept
he
him
have
alive.
I mean, he said it's his. I haven't asked Valor that, but he said this is his.
We need to find out how Valor knew him.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Right here. In the tomb.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
I lay down in the sarcophagus. No.
Not that.
You have to open it first.
Ooh.
Shouldn't be hard.
I feel like we should open it, but
Yeah. I
God.
was real curious about what's inside.
she said it was empty.
What's in the sarcophagus?
Hove would like to tap the
What's in the
sarcophagus.
stone box?
Tap the sarcophagus with his tremor boots.
I call dibs on the jewels.
Oh, you want to know if it's empty?
I
Yeah.
call dibs
I
on
just
the
want to know if
jewels.
it's empty. I'm tapping the sarcophagus with my tremor
Allow
boots.
it.
Okay,
give me
the
blind
sarcophagus has an empty void in the center of it that would not fit a body of a man.
Mhm.
It would fit roughly the body of a 4-year-old child. So the walls of the sarcophagi are very thick, at least a foot or two more of stone.
It's like they took a bunch of really big blocks and put them down, not carrying anything for it.
Yep. Roll knowledge arcana. Just do you tell them that it's over a foot long? Over a foot thick?
I'm just telling them everything that I'm detecting
Okay.
as I do.
Can you roll knowledge arcana?
It seems very thick.
Me?
I do not have it. So.
Oh yeah, wizard.
Yeah, he's
Put your
there.
whiz on.
Okay, I need new
Put
dice.
your wizard hat and robes
Do you
on.
want me to help?
I need new dice. That's a 21.
A foot of stone would prevent any detection magic from functioning. In case
Oh my
you're trying
God,
to find
open it
anything
up.
inside.
Open the box.
I start bouncing on my heels a little.
Was there like
Can
a
we
door
have, like,
into the
how
sarcophagus?
many-
Into this like thing?
How many? Is it like one hallway?
I nonchalantly
entrance or
closed
two?
the door.
You're on the middle of a hallway. So like, hallway looks like these.
Can I close the door into this area?
Yeah,
Get
sure.
your dice ready.
Just
I'm switching dice.
Should we alarm
The
something?
wooden door shuts soundlessly. The lock clicks in place.
Is there like a full
I
place?
love robbing graves.
I love Robin Graves.
Like a good old Robin Grave.
well, didn't Spencer say something about like robbing graves the other day? Like it's not robbing graves.
I
it's,
never realized Joe has dimples. Asian face, heart.
Oh my god.
Joe does have
Shit. Look at them dimples come out. Look at them. Make your Indiana Jones rolls first. Your horse fought a Vandal. That's just one thing you haven't told anyone yet.
Did Chaplin come back?
Yeah, Chaplain's
I
always
want-
been here.
No, he left for a little bit.
Chaplain's back. He's telling Joe that he has dimples.
That's
and
why.
Cute
why.
as fuck.
Those are Bradford.
Can
Someone's
I,
gotta keep watch.
He shut the door.
Can I lock it? Arcane lock.
The door.
The door? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You
Oh.
can
The
start
only
getting
door
locked
in
on the
here?
door. Yeah, it's the only door in here.
Locking it.
It'll buy us time, at the very least.
I'm guessing we're gonna be after the ones that lift this every ass piece of rock.
Was I gotta be the fucking strong one? Is this trapped?
Yeah. Forcibly appearing.
Can you roll? What's your bonus to perception for traps?
32.
38.
Big.
7
It's
more.
actually only 12.
And it's actually very trapped.
Can I disarm it?
You can attempt. You believe. What's your bonus? Yeah, you could try.
How
You'll
far
probably
away
pass.
can I get?
The door. You're within 20 feet.
Can I
If anything happens, the room
Can we
explodes.
stand the
Okay.
fuck back?
Stan?
Can I give her this? I have a potion that.
Rachel looks like she's hungry.
That would be
she has
for
her
finding
mean face
traps.
on.
You would have to
JP
do
looks like he
something for
still
disabled
uses
devices.
AOL Instant
Okay.
Messenger.
That's funny because she's.
I've been
she's-
messaging the girls.
She's descending into hunger state.
I'm gonna crash. I know.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Yeah.
After
Maybe
this
after this.
Yeah.
episode.
Reese
Well,
looks
that's
hungry.
normal.
Always remember, it's not murdering, mutilating, and looting. It's forcibly inheriting.
Well,
That's
we know
what it
there's no
was.
body in here, so we're not actually robbing a grave. We're robbing more of a memorial,
What
which
type
is
of trap?
not completely against
And
Ho's
it's
religion.
not even his body. It's just
You're
Right.
not an
someone-
adventurer or a
I think
murder
it's
hobo.
gonna be.
And,
You're an
you know,
independent wealth
some nobles
relocation
fucked
That was
it.
my favorite one.
They have plenty of gold to go around. They're not gonna miss it.
IWRS.
I can fix this too.
Yeah.
That's true.
We're not destroying it.
We're investing.
Unless I set the trap off.
Your horse fought a Vandal in the
Do
horse
that.
one.
What's the potion do?
It ups her perception. It would have been good for helping
Oh,
to
that
find
doesn't
it.
help for the.
But.
this
Are
one.
you ready?
Okay. Roll it.
You attempt to undo this trap.
Don't fail.
First things first.
I'm the realist.
The only reason you realize it's trapped is because there are runes marked on the sarcophagi lid underneath and attaching to the base.
Do they say this is a trap?
No. You would know that there are
Dang.
magical runes of some kind that will set off a series of magical explosions, one after the other, yes.
Spellcraft Arcana. Do I know what they are?
The funny part is that you don't know because they are wrapped in non-detection spells. You can roll spellcraft, and she has pointed out the runes to figure out what they are, but you did not spot them when you originally did your detect magic.
Nat 20, 35.
Okay. You're looking at a room encompassing fireball, a wall bouncing lightning bolt,
Oh.
I got my fucking.
a summon monster spell linked to an unknown entity, and
I'm so excited. I kind of want to set it off just for funsies.
Yeah. Can we set off the summon
don't.
monster?
I don't.
Summon monster. What else?
explosive rooms line the walls around you.
Oh.
Oh, those
my
are
God.
Guys,
I need you to pass this.
you
Hey,
guys,
let's get out of the room.
can you
Can we-
step out of the room?
Okay.
True.
The rogue attempts to disarm the first fireball
I'm out of the
after
room. Okay.
everyone leaves.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Unlock
roll
the
for
door.
you.
Can we place something in front of the door so it doesn't like click shut?
Oh, it was quiet anyway.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So she's not alone in there.
Good
Oh,
luck.
In your
Oh,
first
that's
attempt to
fine.
disarm the fireball, it does not necessarily go as planned, but you don't set it off.
Okay.
You successfully undo the fireball easily the second time. Now you realize how it works.
Okay. Well, I got one.
The lightning bolt. You fail. Roll a reflex save as lightning crashes through the room, bouncing off the walls incessantly.
Zing, 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 zing.
Ding ding ding.
Oh,
ding,
wait, don't
ding,
I
ding,
have,
ding, 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 ding,
Give
ding.
something.
I
You have evasion.
Yeah.
So
what
you
does
just
that
have to
give
pass this.
So if you pass it, you don't get hurt.
Yes.
Don't I get an added bonus to saves to avoid traps or some crap?
Maybe.
I think so.
Not from evasion.
What's trap finding? Can someone look that up for me real fast? Sorry.
Sure.
Wait, you said reflex save?
Yeah.
Just because if I get like a +2 or something, I'm not gonna dig myself out of it.
Oh,
What
what
was
my,
trap
oh,
finding?
what my +2, bro?
Yeah, can you look up trap finding?
Just look up Unchained Rogue.
Rogue.
It'd be one of the class abilities.
It told me that this isn't a class. This is makeup.
It's weird. You can't like get this.
Fine. Where's that?
Did you search
I take
Rouge?
Rouge.
Oh,
Unchained
+1
Rouge?
bonus on reflex save made to avoid traps. Is
Danger sense.
Level 6.
As of right now, you
Yes,
get a +1.
Yeah.
You also get a +1 bonus on perception checks to avoid being surprised by a foe.
Yeah, it's
That... Wait,
+2.
we're looking at trap sense.
Oh.
Is that what that is?
Danger sense or whatever it's called is what you would.
Oh.
That's what it sent me to.
So what do I add,
When I
Brad?
clicked it.
You added +1.
When does it go
for-
up?
She gets a level
What?
6.
Level six.
I was gonna say
It
it's
becomes
6.
a +2.
I thought it. I
Okay.
thought it was
Yeah,
all
that's
6.
what we're
So.
looking
yeah.
at.
21.
21.
Somehow, Your body contorts in such a way you do 6 backflips and avoid
all
the
this
lightning bolt.
she's just like
bouncing off the walls until it
that
hits
plus
the
2
door.
put me like over 20, so I was
Yeah.
hoping that like. there was a
Meanwhile,
plus that was-
Spencer's like, no, she gets a plus 2.
Yeah. If we were in there, we would have taken double damage.
Yeah.
I want to see. Hold on. Not 20.
Oh, okay.
Wasted!
You would have just like wrapped your wings around you. And,
Alright. Your attempt to undo the summon monster trap.
We're okay at this.
Does she
point.
alert?
Success.
okay.
You
Do I
you-
know what monster it was?
Uh-huh.
What was it? What was it?
Ancient dragon.
Archon.
Is that a
Ooh.
big deal?
It's an angel.
Oh.
Oh.
That'd have been rough.
God.
I wouldn't
No.
have wanted to fight it.
No.
Yeah.
As a follow-up, your explosive runes.
Don't fuck these ones
This is
up.
the one
This
that
is the one that really matters.
will
Now.
Rachel have to reroll it.
Could she go like around the room and try to disable the smaller runes around the room? So like if she fucked up the middle one, it doesn't like actually cause the chain reaction.
Is there any way I could like separate them? Like cut the, you know.
Cut the green wire.
Right. Detach it from the mainframe.
It's coming from the inside.
Hack it. There's a back door.
We just have to destroy the server room.
Alright, I'm gonna let you roll.
Oh, really? You're gonna do this to me?
what?
Yep,
Oh.
because there's
Do
no
you- do you
there's
have
no
your
saving throw for this damage. So if you fail this,
Okay.
you just take damage.
All right. Come on.
Yep. Just for disabled
Good
device.
dice. You know
She's
what?
like, what do I add?
Like 30, I think.
Much.
to disarm traps.
She
Yeah.
adds much.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pass. You
That's
successfully.
47.
You just walk around the room and go, eh.
These
Well,
are
af-
just studded chalk.
After like I almost killed Hove, I like sat down with some books, and I'm like,
She did
this
some
is
book
never gonna
learning.
happen
For
again.
the record, the DC to undo this spell was 28. You passed with every
Damn.
number but
Okay. No, you can look at that one. Oh, once they fail, right?
a 1. One's an auto fail.
Okay.
But you sit down with books like to say
Actually,
that
no.
for dummies.
One
Skill
isn't an
checks don't
auto fail
auto-fail.
for skill.
So
Yeah.
I
You
would've
would have
just
passed.
it.
You
It's
didn't
just
have
like
to
a nat
roll
20
at all.
isn't an
I
auto
could have
succeed.
drooled on it and somehow
okay.
deactivated the trap.
So it really was chalk.
I'm like, you guys can come back in now.
Explosive rune was by far the easiest of
Yeah.
the traps to
Yeah.
disarm.
Oh yeah. The angel would have been.
Those are like the
fun.
ones you encounter at like level 3.
Yeah. No archons, please.
Yeah. I don't tell you about
That's like strange though that that's what it was.
We'll see how strange it is after we
Do you
see what's
tropical
in
fish?
here.
that.
Stranger
No.
Things.
I've seen that.
Oh.
Tropical fish.
Tropical fish.
TFS.
Can we get an emo?
We'd have to have like a saltwater tank.
That's a lot of work.
Not really.
I'd kill it.
It's really not that much work.
Let's
You just put like salt.
open
Cute
the
little domino
box.
fish.
What's in the box? I think
I can't do this part.
Roll a strength check. Roll a strength check.
Can I use my nat 20?
Let's see who the real man is.
I take a step back because this is not my forte.
You
13.
8.
You did all the hard work.
That's
Yeah,
like you can use
I'm
my
like-
nat
I
20.
got a little sweat.
Roll again, please.
Oh, they're so they're cute.
19.
Okay, 24.
Success.
I started like my fingers weren't really actually. I literally was like,
I wanna
oh,
know.
I should probably grab it.
So we open the box.
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
We trigger all 5 traps.
Just kidding. I didn't disarm them at all.
She's like, I didn't decide.
As you pull up the lid,
The lid.
The lid.
we die. Party dies.
Nope.
Rock's
The
fault.
lid.
Nope.
Here, Larry, it comes out.
Oh my god! She's like, you've just triggered my trap card.
The lid.
I'm summoned Exodia.
Brad's rolling.
Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I bet
That's
all
rolling,
the
giving
Zodi
us-
items in
Ugh.
it.
Hove, you take 14 points of damage.
Could be worse.
Raziel, you take 21.
See?
As you pull this up, daggers come out of the lid into your hands.
Ow.
Sorry, I didn't know about that one.
I'm like,
You actually missed it by 1.
It's fine.
how much? Yeah, we're just like, eh. How much did you say? 21?
21.
I need a marker.
Oh, you
Oh.
need a marker.
I was like, motherfucker, there's like 50 to your
somewhere.
left.
Most of them are.
Yeah, we need to get new ones, props.
That one works.
I'm just gonna heal this tonight, unless.
No, she gets a +2! I love it.
We'll be fine.
In any
Rest
case,
will heal.
as you pull it up, inside of this box, It's a small pile of Zodiac
Okay.
Yeah.
and a lever.
Oh!
Lever.
Ooh.
God damn it. My one weakness.
My 1 week levers!
Can
I
I
always
inspect
gotta
it and try to
pull.
figure out if it's a trap or what it's linked to?
Or
Sure.
magical.
What?
Or magical.
Can she detect magic and I'll just...
I don't you
Oh, wait,
dare
there's
do the
Zodiac here.
first one. Actually, no, Zodiac can't be detected by
Yeah.
magic.
So yeah,
Period.
is the bad one. Eldria is the one that if you... Oh! I'm
Is
gonna find
Eldria?
But her magic,
Monster
might be,
Ice!
her magic might be funky.
Like when I tried to
Yes.
detect evil in a torture
Because like
chamber.
when we did that one campaign in the Underdark where there was Zodiac, we couldn't do anything.
Is this like anti-magic gaming? Am I gonna stab things?
No.
It's just wonky.
It's not like poison. It's just
It'll
like
just be
it is wonky.
It depends on what you do with it.
And
Yeah.
it also depends on how much of it there is.
You can
It's
make
a lot
it
of
affect
the,
you stuff you
inspect
wouldn't
the
like,
lever
but
first.
it doesn't necessarily do that.
Is it just a normal perception check?
Mm-hmm.
20...
It's against traps.
Oh, it's against traps?
You're detecting for traps.
25?
It'll open a secret door you're not sure to where.
Oh, secret door. But it doesn't seem to be, like, anything harmful.
Hmm.
We should be able to pull the lever, guys.
Let's put this Zodiac.
Do we have a box?
I can't really put it in a bag of holding, can I?
Oh.
I don't know.
Does someone have a knapsack?
I'm just like, this seems like a good idea.
I imagine,
Ah!
I imagine someone got a knapsack.
Why are we
I
floating on a
didn't-
plane of whiteness?
Don't cash
How
it,
did
whatever
Get
you do.
here.
How did I get here?
Oh.
I told her not to cash it.
I can
What would happen?
She's like,
What would happen?
No
I
idea.
feel like
Go ahead.
she would evolve.
she would evolve.
You gave your Emerald a Zodiac stone. It's
We-
evolving.
We would see her
Is that
final
like
form.
Quick, press B,
would I
stop.
be considered consuming it?
No.
No.
We would probably see her final form, though.
That is like a
Or
weird
you
meta
see her-
question though, of
Yeah.
like, what do we do?
If
when
it doesn't
someone's-
kill me, I would do it.
It makes you stronger.
I need it.
I wanna. Hannah almost wants to shove it in your cash.
Oh my god!
Get away from me!
Scientific method.
It doesn't work like that, sadly.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
I know.
Might
But
hurt though.
She's like,
Doesn't mean she's
Actually,
not gonna try.
she would go to do it, and the ball automatically moves away from her.
no.
I don't think
No.
it's time for that.
No.
I'd be like, what are you doing?
Are you a
Sorry,
cat? What are you doing? Dude,
Um,
Amorai with cats would be the worst thing in the world. They'd be like,
Oh
You would
my
need it by
God.
Well,
twice.
you can just like sleight of hand it.
Yeah.
So the cat, if the Emerald is not paying attention, just bats it in like a longsword. Damn it!
I need another cat.
That's how you killed Fluffy.
oh no.
I knew I should have kept that log in there.
an entire awakened tree comes out. It's a high level Emerald.
I put
Clearly.
Do you have an knapsack? Is this
You have to
safe
go up
Yeah.
a level to go down a level.
I
You
can
have to go down a
carry the
level to go up a
Zodiac.
level.
You can?
Of all the people that could probably carry the Zodiac, I should probably be the one that carries the Zodiac.
I mean,
I'm not going to accidentally magic it.
Don't
I mean, I
accidentally
could
feed
carry
it to
it.
your sword.
I have an apple.
My sword's just like, that might work.
How many pounds of it?
Thanks. What?
How many pounds of it is that?
It's about 3 ounces.
I'll
bathe,
carry an ounce, you carry an ounce, and then one
Alright.
of you guys carry an ounce. That way,
I bathe the sword
we'll
in
at
an
least
ounce of
probably
Zodiac.
have an ounce
It's
if
high
we
as
get
fuck.
out of this, assuming only
Okay.
2 of the 3 carriers die.
Raziel and Anna all carry.
One ounce.
Jinx.
One Ozzy.
Don't put it in any potions.
Yet.
Don't lather it on
Pull the
swords.
lever.
If she can make a super bomb out of
Can I
it,
pull the lever?
I'm not
Mhm.
going to say no.
Squeeps.
It flicks over easily, and
We all fall.
the party is blinded by a brilliant flash of white light.
Is it gold?
And
Food time.
Well, that was another episode of As Far As You Can Tell.
We should probably partner this with the next one.
I'm Joe. With me was JP, Ashley, Rachel, Andrea, and Brad. If you want to learn anything,
every time he does it, it's
any more about the setting we're playing in, it's the Zodiac Empires Campaign Setting. You can find us at zodiacempires.com. Also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all the social medias. And if you have already purchased the campaign setting, please go online and give us reviews on Amazon and DriveThruRPG.
It's super helpful.
We would love it. It would help us out a whole bunch. And it would help us make good things happen for Zodiac Empires in the future. Yeah. Also, check out the Zodiac Empires forums, especially if you're running a game. We want to hear about it because chances are, if it's good and you record everything, we can make it canon with the setting. So yeah.
record it and write it down. Not.
Yeah. You don't have to do this.
As a follow-up to that, You should join Discord. We have a Discord.
Yeah, we do have a Discord.
It's in chat.
check
I'll do it right
that
now.
out. But yeah, we'll see everyone next time. Bye.
Bye.